Noise is a huge problem. It's about 30% of the number of complaints that we do receive. We receive thousands of complaints a year for all types of things, but noise is about 30%. The licensee does have to manage patron noise inside the premises and even in the environs of the premises.
We've had many issues with noise in the past, of problems in the car park. Quite often we have problems of people that aren't our customers out in the car park running amok. We've worked quite well with the local police beat in actually contacting them and trying to make sure that people move on.
Being in a residential area, we endeavour to, as our patrons leave, to ask them to keep very quiet as possible as they go, not to disturb A, our guests, B, the neighbours that are around us. It promotes good relationships, and it means that we can keep on having entertainment and providing a good time for people.
The limits are stated in the Act in very scientific terms. It's written as a specific limit over background noise, and it's measured in decibels, normally using quite an expensive meter. In layperson's terms, if it was music noise that was the subject of a noise complaint, at the nearest residence the licensee could listen for the noise. If the words of the songs were clearly heard, or if the bass noise was clearly heard, then it's too loud. It's classed as unreasonable noise. Same with motor noise, if it's able to be clearly heard. It's a fairly common sense way of doing it, and licensees should be fairly right if they stay below that type of limit.
I was trying to create a more of a family atmosphere on a Friday night where parents could come with their children, or younger people as well, and like a country and western night or a jazz night or something, instead of the hard, heavy rock bands that the young people used to come out of town for.
If you tell the rubbish people they're not allowed to pick up rubbish bins or industrial bins between, certain times, then your neighbours behind you or next door to you aren't going to get woken up every time the clank, clank, clank that gets ripped up. Your cleaners, they're not allowed to empty rubbish perhaps into the industrial bins outside of certain times.
Failure to address noise problems can result in further action being taken. And that other action that can be taken relates to what we call disciplinary action against a licensee. That can be taken because of the number of offences that have occurred on licensed premises. Can be because the licensee might be deemed not to be a fit and proper person to conduct business, but most commonly it is because the conduct of the business is causing disorderly behaviour in and around the premises and having an adverse impact upon the neighbourhood. And that can result in a licence being suspended or cancelled, which could be $1 million business. The last thing you want to do